Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Yoro, and I'm continuing Sarazan Mai. The playlist is not messed up. I messed up and watched episode 5 before episode 4. Found out Toei killed a guy. Like, what? Like, huh? Did I forget something? I even convinced myself that, oh, I forgot that. Right. No, never learned that, so that just kind of happened and threw me off along with everything else going on with Kazuki and Haruka and what we learned afterwards and everything that happened. And there's so much more to be said like about that, or like to reiterate as far as that, because it was such a gut punch and so much more understanding about Kazuki, the way he can't forgive himself, the way he punishes himself, quitting soccer, which everyone said he loved. We see why now, staying with his fake family, punishing himself by not allowing himself the real connection, I guess, of going with his birth mother or whatever. But we saw before that he was going to choose like his quote-unquote fake family, because of course he loves them, like that is his family. But of course that's the real problem he has, like seeking a real connection. And even though he saw it as fake, what he had with Haruka, as Sada doing with the selfies and everything, that was his connection to Haruka. After everything that he's taken the guilt for, what happened to Haruka, why Haruka can't walk, how he can't accept, their forgiveness because they don't punish him, right? So he punishes himself, and he's just, even sees himself as selfish and not doing it for Haruka, right? And after everything that happened in that episode being exposed as not the real Sada, after the whole heist of her program and everything, that was crazy of them to do, but it was that important to Kazuki, of course, to be there and to do that with Haruka, to show the proof of all their interactions and connected like a circle and everything, which of course we saw Haruka told to Kazuki when they were very, very young as well, right? And with the circle motif, Misato's you explaining that more, that's what it is, because that's what we learned, connected like a circle, and we see all the circles throughout everything and circle in the background, like you pointed out, Nitno. But that was taken from Kazuki, and even though Haruka didn't seem upset or like betrayed or anything, you're right, that's not the point. That was what that was for Kazuki. That was everything, right? And with that taken away so forcibly, everything poured out, right? Especially with what they do with the Kappa zombies and how that what pours forth from you with the leak and everything. It was too much, and everything came out, and they saw it, and it was just rock bottom for Kazuki. Heartbreaking, gut punch. Like heavy, and even though that was episode 5, for me, 4 episodes of watching an anime does not usually like make me feel that much. And I think it says a lot about the subject matter of the show, because it's so varied between different characters, right? But with connections, with the very real way they show Kazuki's guilt and lack of self forgiveness and punishments, and him crying, the voice acting and the way everything is, it's just so easy to like feel, and more than anything, it just shows how real that is. These are very real things that people deal with, right? And there's so many different things, with Enta, and Kazuki, and wanting to make Kazuki happy, and those feelings there, and Toei with his older brother, and him doing what he, as I'm sure has been taught, and what he feels he needs to do, like to make ends meet, or whatever goal that they need money for, right? How these individuals work through these problems through connecting to each other, especially in the way they do as Kappas together. But with everyone else that they have, Toei and his brother, Kazuki and Haruka, Anton, Kazuki, and everyone else too. Like we see that, with the cops and the way they're doing things, very interesting with the otter, the Uso lie of, desire and the love and everything. There's just a lot in this show, and it's more than anything, it just feels very real, as crazy as it is. At its core, it's like those very real things and feelings. And just as humans, I've said this before, like the theme of connection and how you could explore that it's always just gonna be so relatable, especially when it's executed this well. And we're still so early, right? I'm sure I haven't seen shit yet, but it reached the peak of that for me at the end of episode 5 there. So that's what I gotta say about that so far. There's certainly more to reiterate or to reflect on more or say more about, but I'm not that guy. I'm just here to enjoy and watch the shows and get emotional and shit. But this is episode 4. So I assume we're gonna see how Toei killed a guy, how maybe they set up for the beginning of episode 5, which I should have questioned more, but oh well, we're here now. We're gonna see what this is, so let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. We're going back in time. Oh boy. We're getting right into it, huh? This is what I missed? Jesus. Oh, poor Toei. Right out the gate. Bang, bang. Jesus. The way I'm doing this, after watching the next episode already, feels like some weird Kara no Kyokai Monogatari watch order. Like, I'm sure it's fine, but it's just like... damn it. Didn't do release order. Like, I followed some weird Reddit post that said, actually, you needed to watch it like this to fully understand. Look at him, he's holding the gun there. Big bro. He said, bad people are the ones who survive. It's definitely no secret who taught Toei, but, you know, we could already tell that. Morning. Oh boy. Oh, when they focused on the wheelchair there. Wonder if I maybe would have figured it out sooner if I saw this first. Oh. I like how Haruka sees Enta as a big bro. It's very nice. What's up, fat cat? Niantaro. So what was it? Soba. Soba dish. Oh, the fan meat, right. Damn. I really should have questioned it more, man. The show is so crazy that I just rolled with it. Wow. No wonder he did that crazy shit. Heisting the fan meat. Kidnapping her. Also, she's a kappa. What the fuck is up with that? I forgot that. Crazy. Can we talk about that? Kappa's on. Whoa. Jesus. Is he waterboarding someone? Why do they always do that? Our secret. Huh. It's coming by. So they kill a guy to protect the shop? Or bro did? Bunch of promises, huh? Oh boy. Wow. So they know. Yeah, Big Bro killed someone to protect the shop, it sounds like. I'm wondering about him, though. Hey. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that was his family either. Okay. Got it. That sucks. Got confirmed. Parents dead. Poor Toei. Oh, wow. My life. Hmm. Very harsh lessons, big bro. I mean, oh, what up, dude? Did she? He's like, huh? All right, we're seeing more how this happened. There's the Soba picture. Like how he's just rolling with it. Oh my god. He's so good at doing this Sarah thing. You delinquent. I know you're good at this stuff. Right, there you go. Got it. Hmm. It was a narrator type thing. Wrestling with all these thoughts. So young. Wow. On top of that, fucking debt. So that's why got it. Why they gotta make money. Big bro shows up and fucked up guitar starts playing. Oh. Wow. Holy shit. Is that what happened? Wow. When he learned that lesson. Awful. Fucking awful. Oh god. The gun. You didn't mean actual big brother, right? It's like they got another brother who's an even bigger scumbag. Left the lollipop. And we saw it earlier as well, like he still had it. And the fucking gun. Oh my god. When he learned these lessons. And you know, we're seeing like Toei's innocence, you know, and it's slipping away. And there you go. Shikai with the money. That's how they kept it. Money for the shop. The debt. It's a fine reason, of course, to make money, but you know, the way he's doing it. It's not easy. Self-serving. And what Kazuki tells himself at the end of episode 5. Oh god. Kappa bullshit. Kappa zombie bullshit. Oh, here are the cops. Every episode, dude. What the fuck? Jesus. I'm sure it always is. Yesterday's noodle. Oh, man. I kind of like these two, as fucked up as they are. No connecting. Open this door. Fucking death. Or love. Aika. Alright, time for a musical about how you fucking died to our otter powers. And I still have no idea the way to look at them. Because I can see what they're doing and making that distinction. But I don't know. Because it's obviously, like, unfair the way they're like, na 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 na, so catchy. It's obviously fucked up and unfair the way they're, like, doing this to people. Just, you know, because it's not love, because it's desire. No, this whole real fake thing. But, you know, that's, again, like, I think he even talked about with Misato's, if that's even the right way to look at it. All this uso, this lie. Ing. And that shot is still crazy. I found out in the background it's the Kappa zombie every episode. That is in fact not what an otter looks like. The desire. Man, I gotta see more, like, more of the cops, like, outside of that. But I feel like the most context we got was, like, was it the end of last episode? That was interesting. Also, bye, Soba. Soba water. Oh, hey. Right now. He's like, don't gotta tell me twice. Just, nope, still not used to that. Nope. The fuck am I looking at? Doskoi. Don't like that. God damn this show. It's soba. And bathwater, apparently. Gross. Mm-hmm. I take back. This one taken from me. Well, time to start on my. Oh, let's go, Toei. Soba. I should have known. Soba. I get, like, good chills when I hear the song now. Want more by her side, you know, because we see, so this happens a lot with the Kappa zombies, right? It's the surface of, like, what they've done or their crime or whatever, but we see what they really wanted, right? In their heart. Whenever they do this. It's like, fuck the cops, right? They don't get to the source of it. They're like obsessed with this artificial like lie. Like they assume the worst and punish. Oh goodness. With Nissan protected. I sold my shop. Moms and dads. So I was wondering earlier, like, they said this dude. I was like, was he from like that shop? But I think they said it. Whoa. Oh my goodness. His girlfriend. Alright, never mind what I said earlier. That was kind of sweet though. Sarazan Mai. But time to leak. And I guess this is where they find out with Toei. Here we go. Doskoi. It's cool. I've seen them all take the lead up until this point, and so much get revealed. And here we go. About each of them. Oh, little Toei. Don't leave me like Haruka. Oh, fuck. He took his money. Right. Damn. That other guy. Oh, wow. My boy took it into his hands. Oh. Nah, dude. I would had to be. It's way too much for a kid, man. Like for him to do this. Oh, little Toei. Okay, that's where he learned the lesson. No matter what, we have to do. When I saw him shaking, reaching for the gun, that just cracked me. Losing so many times in a row. Ah. Got it. Got it. Reo. What do you say the other guy's name was? I'll rewind. Well, that's good to see. That helps a bit more. Yeah, too bad. Whatever, Kepi. Probably would have, yeah. And he was going to. He's gonna kill his brother. I wouldn't lecture them, you know. You know, I can't blame Toei for that. Yeah, that's whew, surgical with it. But you're so far away, big bro. Damn. All right. Okay, got it. Understand a lot more about Toei. Yeah, that's tough. Can't blame little Toei, of course. Can't blame Toei. He's still a little kid, you know. But yeah. This is such a good ending. It always ties a nice bow on the episode. Especially with the guitar coming in, the and then boom. Such a great transition. Really lets the episode settle, you know. And just the real backgrounds with them in front of it. This shit is real. Is this Kazuki's voice actor the one singing this? I can like hear his voice now. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Yo. What's up, man? Wow. Wow. My boy Kazuki. What the fuck, Enta? Shows how he sees himself. I mean, it's very nice he wants to give it to him, but you know. Of course he does. Stop it. Come on, dude. I know. It's yeah, like I said, of course you can't blame Toei for like doing what he did, you know, back then with that guy. Obviously, it broke my heart to see him kill somebody. You know, when I saw his little like hands like reaching for the gun, shaking, you know, forcing himself to be brave, you know, for his brother, you know, for you know what he's protected, what they're protecting, right? Like that just, you know, cracked me, right? Just to see his innocence fully die in that moment, you know, along with, you know, that guy. And yeah, that guy would have gotten to him and, you know, probably killed Toei, if not, you know, hurt him real bad, you know, because we see now how, you know, his big bro got the money. We took it from this guy, you know, he was on him. He was like, I'm gonna get to him, you know. I'm sure he would have killed, you know, Toei's big bro as well. So it's like they did do what they had to do. It wasn't right. It wasn't but I wouldn't, you know, of course I can't impose like morality onto such a desperate, you know, situation, or impose like morals on such a desperate situation that is just the reality of what they were facing, and either that was going to happen or something else was going to happen, you know, to them, you know. Shouldn't have happened at all. You know, I wish his big brother, you know, could have been the person to, you know, maybe work, you know, legitimately and to get money through those ends. I mean, he probably wouldn't have been able to get enough money to save the shop in time with, you know, with them having to close down and everything. So, you know, understand that desperation. And I'm sure, you know, however his big bro turned out how he did, of course, I know with them losing their parents, you know, he mentioned that, or his big brother mentioned that the father committed suicide. I guess the both of them did, you know, with I guess, the crazy debt that they accrued. You know, we learned that as well. They got like conned by a friend. They got a crazy ass debt, and I guess they killed themselves. Like, what a nightmare. That is like awful, you know, for course a child to go through. And I know, like, you know, this is what a lot of kids go through these kinds of things, and you know, turn out the way that they do, with lack of support, lack of, you know, resources, lack of understanding. You know, that's how you get, you know, people like Toei and everything. And you know, they're not bad people. Or I could say for Toei, you know, I don't think he's a bad kid, you know, and he's a kid, right? Now, for him, it's just he's doing, you know, that for his brother, for his family, for his, you know, the shop that they protected, that was their parents. You know, that's everything. That's everything, right? And he wants his bro like to live with him. He's like, I want to connect, but you know, so far away. We see kind of, you know, his big brother, you know, saying I'm sorry, because I'm sure, you know, he made that empty promise before. But you know, big bro's still trying to, like, you know, make his money his way, you know, leaving Toei here to do what he does. And I think, you know, he still had that lollipop there, you know, that he left for him when he was a kid. But yeah, man, definitely understand Toei a lot more, right? And that's it's a lot, especially for him more than the others. Like Kazuki, for him to forgive himself, that is, you know, that's such a mountain. And you know, to make Kazuki happy, and you know, for his feelings for Kazuki as well, like to express those, that's a mountain. And for Toei, but for Toei, it's like to picture like his situation maybe getting better, it's a lot tougher, you know, because you have his brother, you have like them needing to make money, and you know, Toei wanting his bro to come here, you know, to live with him. That's his connection, right? That's his only, that's all he had left, you know, at the end of it, right? Like, he has his family here, we learned with the soba shop and everything, but it's like they've disowned his big brother. Like, obviously he's not like in touch with them. They don't like question what he's doing. Well, it seems like she is concerned for Toei, but the guy's like, you know, I don't know what he's doing. You know, he's already made up his mind about them, of course. Like, we know the kinds of things he's doing, so I'm sure they're probably scared. But yeah, it's really tough to see that improve for Toei, man, you know. So I hope, like, wherever it goes with the show, like through this theme of connecting, and maybe, you know, with his friends as well, you know, maybe that could like bolster him or make him like kind of change these very fucked up beliefs that were instilled with him, you know, especially in that moment where he shot him and then, you know, his brother finished him off. But about, you know, only bad people survive, you know, the weak or the people that perish, you know, that's it, they'll be replaced, killer be killed, you know, that this kind of like ideology that very understandably is, you know, what they, you know, clung to after everything. But I think that can change for Toei. I think, you know, seeing Kazuki, you know, do, even though, you know, we saw how it turned out in episode 5, but I think seeing that, and you know, seeing, you know, the way he saw Enta, you know, express how he wanted to for Kazuki, you know, that kind of like brought up those things for him as well, and kind of like made him think, not question it, but I feel like that these are the kinds of things, like, as they build up, that could like change Toei's mind about those certain things, and you know, maybe give him a more positive outlook, and allow him to work towards like what he wants to with his brother in a more healthy way, and you know, in a legal way, in a way that's not going to get him killed or get him in trouble, you know, things like that. And I think he can do that through that support from his friends, and through those connections, right? And maybe even get that with his brother as well. And yeah, hopefully not fall through the cracks, man, you know. And I'm sure, you know, with like so many, you know, people who come up in those kinds of circumstances, right? And I'm sure Toei will be all right by the end of this, or at least I hope. You know, I hope this isn't the kind of show where it's like one of the people in the group dies, and you know, the others have to deal with that as well. I don't know. It very well could be. I hope not. I really fucking hope not. You know. But you know, that's what I hope for Toei. You know, after seeing all that, you know, and that understanding is very important. You know, for seeing what he's done so far, right? And it, you know, it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, right? And yeah, we got the setup for the heist of Sada's fan meetup, you know, the next day. And I'm sure, like, you know, there's a whole bunch of little things in the show, like of course with Sada and Kazuki being a quote-unquote fake Sada. It's like a fake Sada-zanmai, like a fake connection in the way that they connect whenever they perform the Sada-zanmai. You know, so you know, I'm sure like a million things like that in this show, right? But I don't know, just random thought. So we see the setup like for that, and I mean, most of the episode was pretty much Toei, right? Like through like all of it, through his interactions like with Enta, and then you know, him going around, and you know, with Kazuki, you know, him reflecting on, you know, one of the lessons he was taught as well whenever they were talking about the plan, you know, seeing all the flashbacks, you know, to the history, and, you know, seeing his innocence, and you know, what he was trying to cling to everything, and you know, what that forced him into as his big brother was teaching him these lessons and giving him the gun, and seeing the whole like what was going on, and you know, the money that they needed. Like, let's, you know, brave poor little Toei, you know, did what he did, right? And that was the episode, man. You know, and I'm glad they did it like that, because that was important to see. But of course, with Haruka, you know, they focused on the wheelchair at the beginning, so that was I probably would have caught it, you know, more than when they straight up like revealed it, because before I assumed he had like a sickness or something that prevented him from like exerting himself or like moving around. But considering how he is, it's clearly like, and how they revealed it, you know, a physical disability. Being excited with Enta, and excited about the fan meetup, and saying the special phrase, so we see what's up with that. But you know, at the very end, Kazuki is saying he hates Haruka, so he gives his silver dish to Toei, which, you know, now after seeing this, I know that's what he did now. Because he said he hates Haruka. I think, you know, of course, with him, with the leak, they all see, like with Toei, what all that's leaked out of Toei, right? With that. So he sees this thing with his brother, and you know, what he's gone through, and of course, he comes to the conclusion, or, you know, this is him, that, you know, he deserves it more than me. Like acting like Sada, and, you know, pretending I'm doing this for Haruka, you know, the way, like, you know, he sees it and the way it's played out. And of course, like, Toei's situation is like super fucked up, but you know, that doesn't make Kazuki any less, you know, deserving. But you know, for him to go that far to say he hates Haruka, you know, to think of like where that comes from, you know, as far as like what happened to him and how he's punished himself for, like, you know, what happened to him and everything, like that is such a plays into, you know, how fucked up he is after all that's happened. But it's like that happens, and then episode 5 starts, and he's doing the whole thing like for Haruka, right? So it's like, huh? It's like crazy. But then you get the reveal in episode 5, and it's like, you know, but that's such a crazy, like, to end on that, like, I hate Haruka, you know. Definitely just like a you know, setup for episode 5, which, you know, we know all about. But then they also showed with the cops, you know, straight up acknowledging how they're dealing with all the Kappa zombies that they've been creating, you know, with extracting their desire, and being like desire or love. It's like, we'll open the door for you. You know, even getting their names, Reo and, oh, I need to go back and see the other dude's name. Mabu and Reo. Got it. And they said they would make sure the next one was like beefed up. Their desire was like beefed up. Yeah, very interesting characters, you know, getting these asides from them, besides like the whole setup of like, here's the dude who died, oh, we're the ones who did it, here's our musical number talking about it, right? You know, the asides aside from that, where they're like actually talking to each other, and, you know, getting more context about what's going on, those have been very helpful. And even though it's still a bit unclear, it's like slowly piecing together. The thing that's most unclear is like the why their distinction is so important. Like, obviously they're feeding their like otter, you know, they're like other god, right? That's like their parallel to like Kepi, I assume, right? But I haven't found the right way to look at the way they distinguish between desire and love, besides just, you know, love, you know, looking at love as legitimate and desire as like otherwise. I think, you know, I think they just value desire, right? And that's like what they need. So like they prey on those like susceptible to that, or have like very overt extreme like desires in that sense, like dude here with the bathwater, and like all these different people, you know, Enta's sister, you know, her boyfriend, you know, how he was like a crazy like womanizer and everything. Like they seek like wild desires, and they need like juicy desire, you know. I don't know, maybe I still haven't found the right way to look at it, but you know, it's interesting to think about, and it'll be interesting to see more of them as we see more about our boys and how we move forward, you know, especially with Kazuki after last time, and with Toei going forward, and with Enta as well. I look forward to that with all of them, with you know, Haruka and Kazuki talking again. You know, maybe they can get somewhere with that. But that'll be for episode 6, which I'll be watching tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see. This was great. This was good to see. Thank God I'm back in order. Threw me off so much when I realized that I watched episode 5 first. I was like, fuck. Damn it all. But I'm good now, right? So thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Masato's 30 Feet, once again for requesting these. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.